So welcome back, everyone. We got another newbie with me. We're live on Facebook, so hello to everybody out there. My next guest is Traci Beagley, and she is the owner of Sunland Home Care. Welcome to the show.
Thank you,
You
Carol.
got to tell a little bit about yourself and
Okay.
what you do.
You bet. So I am Traci Beagley. I am the founder and CEO of Sunland Home Care. Here we serve the Valley-wide, and we provide independence and safety for seniors that want to age comfortably in their own home.
In their own home.
Yeah.
And I just started talking to you a little bit, and I said to you, how many people out there did you come across want to stay in their own home if they can?
Everybody.
Everybody.
Everybody wants to age in their own home.
So I want to talk about, first of all, how long have you been around?
Yeah, over 10 years.
Yeah, I thought that you've been around for a long time. So let's talk a little bit about the first signs in aging and what someone needs, that they need to know about. What should they look for when this time might be coming?
Yeah, there's a couple signs, and usually it's not just one incident. You start seeing some patterns over and over again. Some of those patterns might be old food in the refrigerator that doesn't get cleaned out. Some of it might be a lot of forgetfulness and covering up for that. Maybe they get lost driving. Maybe there's missed appointments. Maybe the housekeeping isn't being kept up like it normally has in the past. So they're usually, or hygiene. There's usually signs and patterns exhibiting before an actual crisis happens.
That's a good thing right there, crisis.
Yes.
A lot of times, do you get the call from, is it usually the daughter of or the
Yes,
son?
the adult daughter usually.
Yeah, and a lot of times people wait till it's almost like, too late. Now they're scrambling.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And they should not do that. Let's talk about
Yeah.
that for a minute.
Yeah, because nobody wants a caregiver, right? It's in our culture, it's a sign of losing in your independence. It's a sign of growing old. And so nobody wants a caregiver. And so it's one of those things that gets put off over and over and over again.
Well,
and so they wait until the very last minute.
one of the things that you asked me to ask you, and I think it's really good, is a lot of the times the family might just say, well, it's not bad enough yet. Ugh.
Well, what happens is it's really bad on the adult children. And so the senior themselves might think, oh, I'm independent, I'm doing great, I'm fine. But behind the scenes, the adult children, and especially the adult daughter, are exhausted, they're burned out, they're falling behind, they're trying to take care of their own children and their jobs, and they can't do it anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
What about, there's a lot of times that if someone might live here, but their children don't.
Yeah, oh, that happens a lot because we have a lot of snowbirds here, right? And so a lot of people live here, but their families, and even the studies show that most family members live 3 hours or more away from their parents.
So let me get some information out about you. First of all, you're Valley-wide, A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. You do a complimentary consultation. You call it an assessment.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does that look like?
Yeah, so most people will call us and gather some information. And then if you're ready to move forward or want some more information, dive deeper, then we set up a time to come out and meet with you. And we like to meet in the home or the place that we would be giving services. Now, sometimes home is an assisted living. So we can provide a caregiver in assisted living so that there's more one-on-one attention there. And we are seeing those calls happen a lot more.
I bet you a lot of people didn't realize that
Yes.
you can come to an assisted living.
Yes, or
that they
memory
would-
care or group home.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, that's awesome. Here's the thing, folks. I'm going to tell you right now. Don't wait till it's too late. Don't wait till you're scrambling. It is an awful feeling. I know because I was just telling you my ex-mother-in-law who was falling.
Yes.
And the children live here but didn't want to see that, That happens a lot, I'm sure.
Yes.
And the next thing you know, she's in the hospital, can't go home, has to sell the home,
Yes.
and now she's got to go somewhere else. Or when she wanted to come home and she was able to come home, she couldn't be there by herself.
Right. We see that all the time. In fact, I was working with a client or a prospect for about 3 weeks, and they said, no, we don't want to do this. We want to wait till after surgery and see. Well, Sunday they called me and said, how soon can you get somebody here?
That's the way it goes a lot of the times. You don't need to have that happen. Call before. When you're listening to this, maybe it's you, maybe it's someone that you know, tell them about that. That's what networking's all about. Their phone number is 480-447-8893. You can check them out on their website. It's Sunland Home Care AZ.com. They're valley-wide. They'll do a complimentary consultation, and they're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. So what does that look like when they do plan ahead? What do they do? How do they know?
Yeah, so I do get several phone calls from adult children saying, Mom and Dad don't know that I'm calling, I'm just doing some research, you know. And, you know, I like to tell people, you need to have plan. I'm a type A oldest daughter. You need plan A, B, C, and D. So what does the plan look like if they stay home? What is the plan if they are not able to stay home? You know, we need to have certain plans, and also let's do our research and also vet a couple of companies in advance that if you do want care at home, I'm going to call company A or B. Or if we do have to move into an assisted living, I've already toured a couple of buildings and I know which one I'm going to.
But also, you can kind of move along with them.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm hearing
Yes.
from you. This is a good one. So we had talked about this earlier too. What if mom or dad, they're a little bit obstinate, you know, and they don't want to go, or
They're
they don't
independent.
or they don't want your services? I can do it.
Yeah, that's pretty much everybody. I have a business that nobody wants, but a lot of people need.
Mm-hmm.
And so nobody wants to have a caregiver come in and support them for a variety of reasons. But what is one way that we have found successful is that we don't have any weekly minimums. So therefore, some people, you know, or some companies say we have a 20-hour week minimum. Well, that doesn't work. People don't want somebody in their home for 20 hours. So if we can get somebody in there maybe for 4 hours a week, you know, that's better than nothing, and it just opens the door. Or maybe they don't want in-home care, but I have other resources that we can get some support that maybe isn't home care. And so we can go through the back door and provide additional support. But many times families will say they need someone 7 days a week, and I say, if we bring someone in 7 days a week, they're going to throw us out as soon as we get in there. They don't want somebody. So maybe let's start with 2 days a week and just gradually get into this.
Yeah, I mean, it also, you gotta, how do you know who goes with who?
Oh my gosh, I love it. That's where the magic happens, is when we find the right caregiver and the right client and they really enjoy being together. That is the best feeling. You know, all of our caregivers are background checked, drug screened, trained the same way, but really what it comes down to most of the time is it a right personality fit? Most of the time it works out and we're off and running, but occasionally, you know, it's not. After you've spent 4, 8, 12 hours with somebody,
Right.
it's not a good personality fit.
Sometimes that happens,
Yeah.
but that's what you do. That's
Yes.
what it's for.
Yeah.
And you're testing your waters a little bit, right? To
Yes.
see how is that going, and if it's most of the time it does go right.
Yeah. And that's why I like to meet these potential clients in their home and get to know them.
So what do they do? They come in. What are the kinds of things that they the services that they offer?
Yeah, so there's a lot of tasks that we can do, like meal support, medication reminders, hygiene support, toileting, transferring. But honestly, one of the most important things that I absolutely love, it's that connection and companionship. Because when we connect emotionally with somebody, that helps our mental health. And that is where we see so many benefits. It's anybody can do the tasks, but it's that connection.
You know, it's anybody can do the task,
Mhm.
but not everybody is cut out for that.
Right.
Okay.
It's hard. It's hard
And
work.
I'll tell you something. You kept on saying earlier that, you know, nobody wants to have somebody need their help.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I would love that. I'm sorry.
Sign me up.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I think it's crazy that they get so independent and they feel like it's going to be that their loss of. Obviously, they're not driving anymore. There's reasons why
Yeah.
they need to be there.
Yeah.
Do you take them if they have to? Can they take them to doctor's appointments? Things like
Transportation,
that?
for sure, yeah. In fact, I was talking to an adult daughter this morning and she said, my parents have the money for this, but her dad just got home from rehab and he's mostly in a wheelchair, walking around, steering around the house in his wheelchair, but he does not want to have a caregiver. And she's like, Dad, you have the resources to pay for this, but he does not want to. So I told her a lot of times it's pouring outside, but they're saving money for the rainy day.
You know what? I see that.
Yes.
I know that because they're scared.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
They're scared. But especially if you have the money, you know, it's definitely worth it. And like I said, you say that you can go baby steps.
Absolutely.
Come in for a couple of days. Let's try it out.
Yeah.
See how it works.
Yeah, this
And
is
then
a
grow.
very fluid time of life. And so it's very important to be flexible to the best that we can be, because life changes, health changes.
So really quickly, if somebody's listening in right now, what should they be looking for somebody who does the services like you do?
Yes, I love this question. So it's really important because we are not a regulated industry here in Arizona. And so as the vice president of our home care association, I educate people a lot. We need a W-2 company that has all the insurances and workers' comp and liability. Do they drug screen? Do they train? Those are very important questions to ask. And we actually have a free handout on our website you can go and download.
Well, check them out on the website. It's Sunland Home Care, AZ.com. They're valley-wide. They do complimentary consultations, which is an assessment. They're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Their phone number is 480-447-8893. Sunland Home Care, AZ.com.